Hey everybody, I'm going to do a follow-up video today on my Crosman Legacy 1000. I'm going to do it on the accuracy of my Legacy. I've done one on the out-of-the-box review and then did one repairing an O-ring, and in that one also did numerous speed tests. So this one is going to be on just how it shoots at 20 yards using a thing that I haven't tried before, and that is metal silhouettes, the chicken to be precise. And I am going to use this scope, an AIM scope. Let me show you that. AIM is a brand name. It's a 4x32. First thing I needed to do was to get the AIM scope zeroed, which usually takes a little bit of work, so we'll just skip to the results. Let's see how we did here. This is zeroing the scope at 15 yards. This was first, second, and third, and then I put her in for 15 yards, but that's not where I'm shooting from. At least I got the scope close. Well, we'll go to 25 yards, but I may move that into 20 because that's where that silhouette, I shoot those at 20 yards with a air rifle. I just found out about these from watching Alaska air guns. I saw them at Walmart not too long ago and bought them, and then realized that this has been around a while. It says here you could shoot it at 20 yards with the air rifle. Well, I have 20 yards in my backyard. I'm not sure about a 30-yard range. I saw someplace on a video about this silhouette shooting that you pretty much have to have air rifle with the dime size pattern. So not quite at a dime size pattern, but I'm going to go ahead and try it anyway. I have only 5 of them because these are like $9 a piece. Well, I'm out here at the 25-yard bench. It's about 10 o'clock at night and the temperature's still 90 degrees. My group's borderline course-size groups. The cradle is going to give me a better idea of the actual accuracy in groups. Problem with shooting at night is hard to see the pellets when you're putting them in here. From my previous video, even though you could pump the Crosman Legacy 12 times, I've been, since I blew it out, have been using at 10 pumps. Go. A little different shooting with all these lights in your face. And I'm standing from basically where I was shooting, and you can see the target, but not much else out there. It worked. Now let's go down and look at the target. Got a nice moon tonight, though. Almost as bright as the target. Here's what we got. Look at all these flyers I had on the first time. As I went, it got a little closer and it was starting to tighten up on my groups. Moved it over another couple clicks and here you go. I'm going to move this whole thing to a pre-measured place, 20 yards. So I'm going to set a stool up there. Okay, last shot. Looks like I need to bring it down just a tiny bit. And I'll have to do that tomorrow. Yeah, out of 10 there was only a couple flyers. It tends to do better as it warms up. Looks like I'm not going to be doing a lot of shooting out here, even in the shade. I'm going to get some speed readings and work a little bit, but we'll come back later tonight, shoot the chicken silhouettes. Time to try some Crosman wad cutters. This seems like a fitting opportunity to use them. Even though I've ran numerous pellets through the 1000 here, I'm going to see if I can find a place for them. So far I've shot 6 of the wad cutters. I will do one more Here's the information on the Crosman wad cutter, newly added. Had an average speed of 723 feet per second and kinetic energy of 8.6 foot-pounds. Only weighs 7.4 grains, is lighter than all the others, and had less energy. I decided to try something new here with the stats using my Casio scientific calculator. I wanted to see what the standard deviation was. The standard deviation, which is little SX stands for, is 7.1 on the Crosman wad cutter. I have noticed over time, the further apart these numbers are, the further apart the grouping is. So this is the first time I'm going to try to quantitate this, even though we're using a small sample size. Here's the results of me shooting 20 yards from the cradle. Here's with the Crosman wad cutters. I was kind of surprised at that. That's too big of a group. Well, the reason the standard deviation on the Crosman wad cutter is a little bit higher in this small sample size is that one right there. That 711 threw everything off. And then you had a 731. I was also surprised with the Crosman hollow point, which is not that bad of a group. The Crosman hollow point, it had an average speed of 719 feet per second, but it had a standard deviation of 3.6. And here is the cradle with the Excite hammer, and it's a pretty good group. There is the H&N Excite hammer. It had that average speed of 738, and it has a standard deviation of 4.6. Because the hollow point's cheaper and it's a Crosman, and I'm shooting a Crosman, I'm going to zero this for the Crosman hollow point, and I will use that later on with the chickens. It's now only 98 degrees out, even though it's twilight. I'm going to get the hollow point zeroed, and then I will use this one for further practice, probably just with the hollow point. These are metal chickens. You can see if I can hit that, I have a good chance of hitting the chickens from 20 yards. Well, we still got some light here. There's the target set at 20 yards. We could be shooting from over there. I'm ditching the cradle and now going with the bench rest here. Right now it's probably about as close to the free hands I'm going to get at 20 yards with chickens. We're getting close to 11:30 at night. We got it to where it hits really good. When I started, it was all over the place. So apparently temperature change impacts. After I got it here, I was able to hit one chicken there. I'll set up the camera and we will try the chickens at 20 yards. I'm going to start shooting. Stand by. Here is the second set of 5. I'm 3 for 5 so far. So it goes. Five, 10, and see if we can get one here. There's one. Now that the pressure's off, I hit 2 in a row. Thanks for watching. If you would, please press the like button and subscribe. I appreciate it.